Then I'm going to hit that reset button and start over. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be making the next costume piece to go along with our Halloween theme, which is Monsters Inc. Today I am going to be making Randall's costume for my 7-year-old. I will be freehanding most of the stuff for his costume, so this is going to be a crazy experience for me. But I know through perseverance I can do this, so let's get started. So for his costume, I will be using just the pre-cut fabric from Walmart. I've got a total of 4 yards, and I'm hoping that should be enough to do his hands, feet, all the extra arms, and even the tail. Let's look at how I plan on building this costume. My intentions for this costume is to create a masterpiece, really. No, I'm going to create a shirt and pants with 6 arms total. I do think that I will move the arms all to the shirt, and also creating gloves and feet covers. I was gifted by my mother a lot of these old patterns, and most of them were saying that they're from early 1960s, late 1950s. Unfortunately for me, most of them are for girls and not boys. I think I only had 1 or 2 patterns for boys, and they were not the correct sizes that I need. And since they are used, they have been cut, and a lot of the sizes are missing. I was fortunate enough to be able to get this one in the size 8, which of course this is from the 1960s. So this size 8 is probably different from the size 8 today, and this is also for a girl, and I have a boy that needs a size 8. So I might have to do some adjustments, but I do plan on using this piece right here for the pants to build his pants. As for the shirt, I'm just going to use one of his shirts that is a little bit baggy on him and trace out that shirt onto fabric so that I can cut that fabric and make it new. Now let's look at what we're going to be using from this pattern. So from this pattern, I will be using number 12, which is the back of the pants, 13, which is the front, and number 14, which is the waistband. The previous owner used the shorts pattern, so we'll have to make sure that these are together in order to make pants. After making 4 gloves, I have figured out how to do it. First, you flip the fingers inside out, you stuff them, and then once you get everything all stuffed, then that's whenever you turn everything around inside out or outside right. What are you doing? Now let's start the mask making process. His mask is more of an open jaw mask, so I'm starting out with creating a hat-like shape for him, and as long as you get full coverage on this, you can kind of create this however you want to. I'm just trying to make sure that I can get all the edges down so that it has a seamless kind of shape. Regardless, I'm not worried about how messy it may or may not look because I know I'm going to be covering it with fabric. Now it's time to create the jaw for the mask. I'm wrapping around cardboard to create a more full effect that will go around his neck and create a fuller looking mask. And finally, I'm just stretching and gluing down this purple fabric to make sure it's covered. Kind of looks like a motocross helmet, but my vision is that we're going to put teeth through here. I almost said lips. And teeth through here, and then I'll have to add the eyeballs here and the 3 little antenna flangey things through here. I think the next part that I'm going to work on though is the teeth and then the scales. That way I know where to put the eyeballs. Okay, so there was a lot that we missed, And it's because it's not really worth explaining. I basically scratched everything that you see here and started again. But nonetheless, I did keep the eyeballs, and I used that air dry clay again. Again, I fought with the cracks that it gave me, but it did the job that I needed it to do, and it was pretty stable. So I liked it, and we kept them. Okay, I have been really discouraged with working on Randall this week. I don't know what it is. I think the biggest thing is that whenever I look at my creation, which is this, as of this moment, I mean, he's not bad looking, but I wouldn't say he's Randall. Randall has more of like a wide, triangular, kind of like this side to his face, and his eyes are a little bit more flatter on his head, and all I'm getting is Kermit the Frog, like a monster Kermit the Frog, and I'm really just not happy with it. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach, but I really feel like just restarting on this whole thing. His eyes did crack, and I have filled in this one, but I have not filled in this one, as you can tell. But this time, instead of using Gorilla Glue, I use this tacky glue. I really wanted to have this done to post a video tomorrow, but I really want to be proud of what I did, and right now I'm not proud of it. So I do think that I'm going to hit that reset button and start over. Okay, welcome to my bed. I was just tired of sitting on the floor for once. So whenever I put this eyeball in, I cut out originally this hole for it to go into. This time, I think I'm going to do it differently and just cut this flat since I've got the general eyeball shape now. And now we're back to building the mask again. So I'm just working on making a flatter surface for him to be sitting on and making sure that it has that nice lift for his angular shaped face. And then I'll just cover all of this up with fabric. Again. So I have covered this side up with fabric all the way around. This is what it looks like now. I just kind of brought the fabric over to the original piece. That way, it'll kind of give it some darkness and you wouldn't see so much cardboard. For the eyeball, I built it up on the side here so that he will sit more like this. And instead of using clay, because I know it's going to crack, I'm just going to take this and stuff it, and then take my extra fabric and glue it around it. I don't care what I have to do today, but today is going to be the last day I work on this Randall head. I have gotten most of the teeth done for the bottom, and I've gotten most of the scales put on. I do like the new method that I'm doing for the scales. They are turning out pretty good, and it's a lot quicker than rolling them out in my hands. I'm gluing them on while the clay is still wet. That way I can actually form it to be more onto the cardboard. But I do think I am going to leave some areas without scales on them, because if you look in the cartoon, he's not fully scaled out. A lot of it's just like bumpy areas like around the eyes and stuff. I did go back and add this cardboard piece here. You can see it's attached by these little cardboard teeth, just to kind of give it a platform for the teeth to be glued onto and rest upon, because there's not really much for it to glue on if I do it from just the top, because it'll just be the top base of that tooth. For these teeth down here, I rolled out a flat piece of clay and then just cut triangles into each of them. But all of these on the edges are done that way. The centers are made from round individual teeth that I made. That one's falling. See? Oh no, it's gone. And for the top teeth, I will be doing longer teeth and curling them downwards, I believe, just to try to hide this area here. So I have to do the little antenna things, finish the scales, and finish the teeth, and then paint everything. So Let's get that done. Nope, it's coming back. I just fell. Oh, thank God it wasn't one of the ones I've already put on.